Hello everyone and welcome to the first Crash City of this week, and we have a 8-engine free-for-all consisting of engines James, Edward, Duck, Flying Scotsman, Diesel 10, Lady, Emily, and Mike. This is a request by Sambo, and I'm Troublesome Trucks, and let's get right into it. And we also have some Halloween decorations set up, so it's going to be a very colorful Crash City, so let's see how it plays out. Alright, and round one is ready to go. We got some Halloween decorations set up to create a mood, so I'll probably make a video showcasing it more in depth later, but for now, Diesel 10 starts it off. There goes Edward, Duck, Lady, Emily, Mike enters the scene. Flying Scotsman. Mike and a Duck have collided. Oh, they're both over. Mike's crashed into Ghost. Hopefully it doesn't come back to on him. Oh, Lady has a back wheel off. She's recovered. Now Emily has a front wheel off. James takes out Diesel 10. Scotsman pushes by. Emily's now derailed. Edward just about squeezes past Emily, tips over, crashes into a pumpkin. Lady collides with Diesel 10. Edward slips by once again. Flying Scotsman and James come in to back up Lady. Push right up behind her now. See if they meet the same fate as Emily did. Diesel 10 still being tossed around in the center there. Let's see, points. I think Flying Scotsman might have a wheel off. Oh, he's falling. There goes James as well. It's Edward versus Lady now. Might need tiebreaker, actually. Pretty much on the opposite sides of the track. It's going to take forever for them to crash, I think. So, might as well just cut to the chase right now. Tiebreaker for round one right now. Alright, Lady versus Edward for the first round. Who will get the first point on the board? 3, 2, 1, there they go. About the same speed. Edward looks to be slightly faster. Around the circles, got their trucks, and Edward's pushing Lady back. Lady is trying to fight against it. Trucks are being derailed. Edward's trying to go. Oh, and there goes Lady. She's over. Edward tossing the trucks off the line as he goes for a victory lap. Wow, what a pretty good fight, but Edward managed to push Lady off, so he will win it. So that's one point, excuse me, for Edward to start it off. Good job, Edward. All right, let's head on to round two to see what happens next. Round two, ready to go. Edward, number 2, starts it off. Now Emily, the 2 E's, Lady. About to get some revenge on Edward. A collision. Edward and Lady are both down. And there goes. Oh, okay, looks like the wind caught the spider webs and knocked the ghost over. Flying Scotsman's derailed. Oh, he's back on. Duck ends it out. Mike also got derailed. There goes Duck taken out by Diesel 10. James into Flying Scotsman. Flying Scotsman's going sideways. James has the front wheel off. Emily and Diesel 10 racing around. James is gone. And here goes Emily and Diesel 10 into the side of Flying Scotsman, and Flying Scotsman's tipped over. Diesel 10 is on top of James. Emily is the last one on the tracks. She's not moving, but she is still on the tracks and was behind Diesel 10, so I think she was the last one going anyway. So Emily gets a point on the board for round 2. Well done, Emily. Tied up with Edward. Let's reset for round 3. Alright, round 3 time. There goes Emily to begin. Mike. Diesel 10 giving chase. Duck. Diesel 10 into Emily. Diesel 10 has a front wheel off. Flying Scotsman, Edward, and Flying Scotsman almost helps Diesel 10, but falls off. Duck knocked James over, kind of accidentally, but it did nonetheless. Edward's gone now, so is Duck. A Lady also fell over during that. Hard to keep up with all this. Flying Scotsman and Mike, the only engines left. Duck is causing trouble for Mike, but Flying Scotsman actually frees him up. Mike versus Flying Scotsman. And we might need another tiebreaker, it seems. So For round 3, Tiebreaker is next. Alright, here we go. Next up, Tiebreaker. I already have 2 already, but anyways, the Mike versus Flying Scotsman, off they go. Very similar speeds. And got their trucks. Who's going to be the strongest? It looks like Flying Scotsman's starting to move forward slightly. Mike's trying to fight back. Very equal match, it seems. Neither of them can push the other one. Back and forth, forth and back. Very close to one. We might need to restart and try it again. Okay, take 2. Change of tracks. There they go once again. Mike speeding off very rapidly. And again, looks to be another stalemate. Oh, Mike's being shoved back. Oh my goodness, it's almost buffer-to-buffer combat, and Mike overthrows Flying Scotsman. There you go, Mike. And that is your first point on the board. Well done, you overthrew the big mighty Flying Scotsman. Congratulations, Mike. Alright, let's get them back at the starting gate for round 4. Okay, round 4, Mike takes the start, is starting it. There is Lady now, Edward, James, Mike and Edward have collided. They're both gone. Lady is derailed. Emily and Todd crashes in and pile in, and all of them are down. We have James still on there. And now the last 3 engines of the starting gate, Duck, Diesel 10, and Flying Scotsman. Flying Scotsman's about to catch up to Duck and Diesel 10, pushing on them. James round in the bends, probably going to catch up to them before too long. Flying Scotsman is stuck on the back of Diesel 10, causing problems going around the corners. James, very close call between them. Again, a Flying Scotsman and Diesel 10. James into the back of Duck, both off. Diesel 10's trying to switch tracks. Flying Scotsman's trying to push past, but it looks like they're stuck on James. Oh, he's almost got through. Oh, Diesel 10's almost he has successfully changed tracks and is going in the opposite direction, and Flying Scotsman got his back wheels derailed somehow, maybe by Duck. And Diesel 10, you're about to crash into the Flying Scotsman T-bone, and Flying Scotsman is on his side. Diesel 10, wow, somehow he did like a 90-degree turn, and I think that's the first or second time actually. I think Donald did it before, or Oliver one time a little while ago. He actually did a complete turn and went the opposite way on the tracks, but Flying Scotsman got derailed, so somehow he got the best of it. Diesel 10, what a miraculous victory. 1 point for him, Emily, Mike, and Edward. 4 engines still with no points, so let's see what changes come round 5. Alright, round 5. Diesel 10 blazes out the gates, high and mighty from his previous win. Edward and Flying Scotsman there as well. Lady, Duck, no crashes so far. James, and now Mike. There goes Flying Scotsman, taken out by Duck. Lady and James collide. Edward got stuck on Flying Scotsman, but recovered. Emily just misses Diesel 10, Duck into Emily. Lady, James are down. Edward and Mike. Oh goodness, what is goodness? Flying, I don't even know anymore. Diesel 10 and Edward crashed, and Edward switched tracks, and Diesel 10 stuck in the middle. Edward crashed into Mike and knocked them off the tracks, and now everyone's stuck. Lady's trying to do some slip under the tracks. Wow, that was a close one. But I think Edward switched tracks. Oh, and he's still going. He just moved a little bit, but he crashed into Mike, knocked him off, and then got stuck. So he just moved some now. So Edward did derail Mike, so I think that counts for something, and he will get a 2nd point on the board. Well done, Old Blue Edward. Alright, round 6, let's go, penultimate round, let's do it. Okay, round 6, let's hit it. Edward, current leader on the board. Duck, James, and Emily, the Steam Team. Okay, there goes Edward. James says, no way, not today. The Flying Scotsman gets taken out. James was right in the back of Duck's bunker there. And finally, there goes Mike. James is stuck. Mike is about to crash into Lady. It's a jam up. Diesel 10 trying to help out Lady, or maybe not. Okay, Mike just got tousled around and fell over. There goes Emily on the points. Now we have Lady and Diesel 10. Thomas and the Magic Railroad all over again. The No Thomas. And we just have Duck all on his lonesome there. Again, past the derailed Mike Fine. I think they're going to collide with Duck probably the next go-around. But Diesel 10 has a point, but the other two do not. And there goes, oh my goodness, they actually made it past. And Duck going around, is he going to get there in time? And no, he will not. Not fast enough, that old Duck. And now Lady and Diesel 10 are in pursuit, and Lady is sandwiched between the two of them. All going around. The Lady was off the tracks, got back on. And she has a front wheel off. That won't get over the points too, and Diesel 10 dumps over as well. Duck, slow and steady, wins the race. No need to hurry with Duck. And he gets a point that way. Congratulations, Duck. That's 1 point for him, and puts him on the board. Only one round left. Can anyone catch up to Edward? We'll have to wait and see and find out. Alright, quick recap before we start round 7. Diesel 10, Emily, Mike, and Duck on 1 point, Edward on 2. All those engines just listed could catch up to Edward and maybe push us into a tiebreaker. We'll see. And then we have Lady, Scotsman, and James on 0. So if they or Edward win, then no one will be able to catch up. And, okay, James and Duck are off the track. Diesel 10's not in a great position either. Edward's the last one out. Okay, Diesel 10's gone. Edward's still in it currently. And, okay, never mind. Emily sacrifices herself to take out Edward. Mike's still hanging in there. He could get another point on the board. But Emily's kind of blocking the cross track. See how that goes. Oh, Mike actually gets past, and it's Flying Scotsman and Lady stuck to each other. Mike gonna just make it past Flying Scotsman. Oh, that was tight squeeze, but he did it. Let's see. And kaboom. The Flying Scotsman's buffers are stuck on Lady's side rod. They can't move and can't push her over. But Mike was the last one moving. And so now he has 2 points and Edward has 2 points. So I think a tiebreaker to decide it all will be needed. This is gonna be major. Alright, Edward versus Mike. Who will take home the victory today? Edward or Mike? I just said that. Alright, 3, 2, 1, off they go. Mike might be a little in the lead. Did win a battle against Flying Scotsman, wasn't it? Edward won the first round. He has a front wheel off. It's not looking good. Mike's on the corner, though. That's not a safe place to be either. Edward, even though with his wheels off, still holding his own. I think he's actually pushing Mike back a little bit. These two in a great stalemate. I think we're going to need to try one again. It seems to be nothing happening, so reset. Alright, take 2. Edward versus Mike. So let's go. See if, otherwise we might need to try a different tiebreaker to settle this feud. And Edward again is derailed. He's climbing on top of the trucks. Mike is stuck on the curb. It looks like Mike actually might be tipping, though. Edward somehow still spinning his wheels. They are once again at a draw. I think another tiebreaker because these two are very stubborn. Alright, Edward versus Mike. Let's settle this once and for all. A couple back-to-back who can never pull the other one off the tracks. 3, 2, 1. And oh, and Mike has actually done it. He's not pulled himself off the tracks, but Edward's still on, but he did. Mike was the strongest, so it looks like he will take home today's win. Congratulations, Mike. What a tough fight. Good job, Edward. A fair fight, but Mike will be today's winner. Let's get them in the middle for a final recap and photo shoot. And it will be Mike who takes the victory here in Crash City Requested number 85. A very close fight between Edward and Mike. Some very crazy things, especially with Diesel 10. And yeah, it was crazy. But Mike with a total of 3 points, Edward on 2. Then we have Duck, Diesel 10, and Emily each on 1 point. James, Flying Scotsman, and Lady on 0, unfortunately. But yeah, good job, Mike. Tell me what you think of the Halloween decorations. I'll probably have a video up on showcasing a little bit more in depth about this stuff and where I got it from. And maybe unboxing and review or something along those lines coming out at the end of the week. And also working on a 500 subscriber special we're getting pretty close to that. We're only like 7 subs away last time I looked. So thank you very much for that. So try and have that ready for whenever we do get there. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Troublesome Truck signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.